Imagine being 9 days inside a dark tunnel with not much space to move around and not knowing whether you're going to be rescued or not. It's taken 9 days and we finally have a small breakthrough for the 41 workers trapped inside a collapsed mountain tunnel high up in the Uttarkashi mountains of Uttarakhand. I'm Shiv Arur, and in India Today we take great pride in telling you that we are the only channel, let me repeat that, the only channel that continues to update you every single day on what's happening in that tunnel tragedy. I have a big update for you, but first, the headlines. Horrific Bengaluru civic apathy. Mother and infant daughter electrocuted on footpath by a loose live wire. 5 electricity body officials suspended, case registered, but none of the bigwigs who should be overseeing this are touched. Ugly dogfight in Telangana before the polls. Chief Minister KCR calls Revant Reddy of the Congress a barking dog. Reddy hits back, says father-son duo are mad dogs. It's the amazing, charming conversation levels in Telangana. Prime Minister Modi consoles Team India after heartbreaking loss against Australia in the One-Day World Cup 2023 final. Mohammad Shami and all-rounder Ravindra Jadeja thank Prime Minister for raising morale after loss. Israel releases video of hostages being taken into the Al-Shifa hospital, claims the hospital is used as a Hamas terror hub, locates a 50-meter tunnel shaft on the hospital premises. It's the big succession saga in Silicon Valley. Former OpenAI CEO Sam Altman, the inventor of ChatGPT, joins Microsoft. Days after being sacked from the company he founded, he will be leading a new artificial intelligence research team at Microsoft. The 41 trapped workers under that mountain of debris in the collapsed tunnel in Uttarkashi have not been rescued yet, but I have some good news to share for you after 9 days. It's a mini breakthrough of sorts. A lifeline pipe has just managed to cross through all the meters of debris and has reached the trapped workers. Now, this is not a pipe through which the workers can actually crawl out. That is still yet to reach, but this is a 6-inch diameter lifeline pipe, which basically means that the trapped workers can be sent wholesome food, phone chargers, fruits, khichdi that are being sent as we speak to the workers. Remember, so far they have only been kept alive with dry fruits and puffed rice and things like that through a much narrower tube, also being used to give them water. But now a 6-inch tube, which is a little wider, has managed to penetrate right through the debris and reach the workers. So that's why fruits, high-protein khichdi are being sent now to the 41 workers. Phone chargers are going to be sent through this same pipe in just a short while from now. Take a look at the very latest we're getting from the ground.
So this is the breakthrough, the first breakthrough we were expecting for last 9 days, but because of some hurdles, small or big, we are not able to achieve. But let me tell you, the other plan A, B, C or 1, 2, 3, 4 is still going on. There is relentlessly they will work and will try to look at all options which have already been explained in previous briefings. Doctor की सलाह ली जाएगी और feasibility देखी जाएगी कि 6 इंच के पाइप में क्या-क्या चीज जा सकती है.
And our man on the ground who's been tracking the story every hour, Ashutosh, is with us live, from outside the site where this breakthrough has just taken place. Ashu, the workers are still trapped, but after 9 days, this is a mini game changer, if I can call it that. Because so far, the workers have been kept alive with almonds and walnuts and cashews and dry fruits. Now they will get khichdi. They will get khichdi, high protein food, and some fruits as well. Explain to us what this means.
Well, Shiv, it simply means a hope. a hope for survival, a hope that the help is reaching them soon, a hope that people are working to ensure their safety, security and their safe evacuation. Trust me, I'm literally feeling the goosebumps the moment I heard there is a breakthrough. On 9th day, the people, 41 workers in this dark tunnel, 200 meter, 60 meter of a debris wall, now finally they'll get proper food. There have been complications, medical complications, loose motions, headache, and there are certain elements, certain biological factors that work when you don't get proper diet. This breakthrough will help them and she will gradually start a proper meal. And this will be just another moment of a quarantine, that in an isolated tunnel, in a dark place, at least they will get proper food. The food begins with moong khichdi, what I have learned from sources. It will be soya bean and then gradually bananas, mashed potatoes and then gradual diet with consultation of the medical team because they don't want any medical complications inside the tunnel. This will start sending in any moment. You might be seeing those visuals from here, the top angle camera. Through this gate, the special meal is being prepared, and as and when it starts sending to them, because there are 41 workers, it will be done in a plastic bottle with literally a wide mouth, so at least it will be easy for them to send out. Subsequently, once they get their food, then will be a proper communication channel for through their planning to send a wired phone inside, so at least first the rescue team can speak to them. Second, the medical experts can speak to them. Third, a psychiatrist have been called here, so to analyze their, the psychological situation. Then later, they will be also given opportunity to speak to their families, not just in 1 or 2 words, but in detail to give some hope, to keep their morale high, to keep them charged up totally that help is reaching. While the 6 plan action is being worked, the 1 action has already been completed. Rest indeed will take a time because there are a lot of logistical challenges. If all machineries are reaching tomorrow, there will be endoscopic camera will be sent inside through that pipe, and that will get us first images, first videos of those people who are inside to check out about their situation and their physical, mental conditions.
And we understand that phone chargers will also be sent through this new 6-inch pipe, which will give the workers a chance to charge their phones as well. No clarity on whether they have plug points or electricity inside, but we'll get you more because Ashu has been reporting from site on the 6-pronged strategy. There's not just one effort, there are 6 parallel plans that are currently in force to try and get these 41 souls out as quickly as possible. The rescue operation to save each and every one of those 41 trapped workers, and they're all alive, we're happy to report, has entered its 9th day today with 5 separate agencies involved and active on the ground. International experts have also arrived at the tunnel rescue site to take stock of relief operations, asserting that they'll get the trapped workers out. Here's the very latest. Like I said, 5 different agencies and 6 separate efforts to bring them out. Here's what you need to know at this time. Nine days on, 41 trapped workers wait with bated breath to get out of the collapsed tunnel. After facing several setbacks, rescue teams in Uttarakhand are following yet another new plan to rescue the workers who were trapped after the tunnel caved in 9 days ago. Rescue workers are trying to drill a vertical hole now from the top of the mountain. This is in addition to the escape passage being created from the front of the tunnel in a horizontal direction.
अगर टनल बनता है जिसमें एक्सेस अप्रोच बनता है उसमें से एनडीआरएफ के लोग अंदर जा सकते हैं या उनको रोप की जरूरत है, कोई सपोर्ट की स्ट्रक्चर की जरूरत है तो लोग जाके अंदर से उनको फिजिकली भी ला सकते हैं. अगर कोई चलने में कोई दिक्कत हो रही तो हम स्ट्रक्चर में भी करके बारी से ला सकते हैं.
The Border Roads organization has created an access road for machines to reach the top of the hill, from where a pipe will now be drilled for the vertical hole.
हम ऑलरेडी देख रहे हैं कि आपकी मशीनें ऊपर तक पहुंच रही हैं. लॉजिस्टिकल चैलेंज कितना बड़ा और कितना समय लग सकता है?
अभी हमें थोड़े इंटरफेरेंस है, जो नीचे वाइब्रेशन आ रहा करके पब्लिक की मूवमेंट है. अगर ये खाली हो गया तो हम 2-3 घंटे में पूरा वहां तक रोड बना के दे देंगे.
इंटरनेशनल एक्सपर्ट्स भी आ गए हैं, उनका भी कुछ सुझाव हो रहा है इसको लेकर के?
रास्ता बनाने का कोई सुझाव नहीं है, सिर्फ वो जहाँ पर ड्रिल करने वो उसकी एफिकेसी कितना है, उसकी क्या आफ्टर इफेक्ट क्या है.
तो क्या मान सकते हैं आज वहां तक पहुंच जाएगा रास्ता?
हाँ, रास्ता पहुंच जाएगा.
Authorities have roped in global experts to oversee and expedite relief operations.
We, as a full, coordinated international team, led by our local experts who are here, who are the experts, we are committed, and I've said it, I'll say it again, we are getting 41 men out of this tunnel and we're making sure no one else gets hurt in the process.
Okay.
That's the difficulty.
Do you believe that this is one of the newest mountains, very fragile in nature?
Very fragile. You don't have to be a professor, right? It's telling you what the problem is. So
we have seen
to do a deal, and we're going to do a deal with this mountain.
Yes.
The rescue mission has suffered many hiccups so far, including a breakdown of drilling machines.
Every time the American auger machine reaches to certain hurdle, strong material, solid material, then there is sense of vibration, and to maintain that equilibrium, it requires cooling off period. Now, because of that, also there are debris falling inside the tunnel and also risking lives of those workers. These blocks are ensuring another parallel micro tunnel inside the tunnel, which will ensure the moment there is a vibration or a possibility of debris fall, the workers and the experts can immediately run to the safer side through these passages.
The operation was temporarily halted on Friday afternoon due to fears that more parts of the tunnel could cave in. Food and medicines are being supplied to the trapped workers through a pipe, and all 41 are said to be doing okay. With Ashutosh Mishra in Uttarkashi, Uttarakhand. Bureau Report, India Today. Now, let me just illustrate for you, because it's difficult for most people to try and imagine what this actually looks like. So I wanted to give you a graphic to illustrate precisely what the schematics of this crisis really are. Now, that's where all of those 41 workers are trapped. They're trapped between two debris, debris collapses on two sides. Now, you've got option one, which is vertical drilling of 86 meters. The horizontal drilling is complete. Now, the big challenge is to insert that 800 millimeter, basically a little less than a meter diameter pipe in the horizontal way. That has proven to be very, very challenging, which is why now between 81 meters and 325 meters, two parallel vertical drilling points are also being contemplated to try and access the area where the 41 workers are currently trapped. Now, the operation is underway in full swing. Both the options I've just shown you, plus 4 more that I will be describing to you in just a moment. The rescuers are taking what appears to be a multi-dimensional approach in case one of them or more of them do not work out. Attempts are being made to enter the tunnel, like I showed you, through vertical drilling. Meanwhile, 5 separate agencies are simultaneously working on separate, non-overlapping plans to rescue the people who are inside, who've been inside, remember, for more than 190 hours and counting. Take a look.
Day 9 of intense rescue operations. A daunting challenge for emergency crews. Rubble, debris, still separating them and the 41 men trapped inside this underground tunnel. Drilling horizontally from the mouth of the passage that collapsed on November 12th hasn't been fully successful so far. A critical incident in the centre's ambitious highway project to interlink Char Dham pilgrim spots in Uttarakhand.
विशेष रूप से जो टेरिन है हिमालय का, इसमें एक प्रकार का स्टार्टर नहीं है, बीच में सॉफ्ट है, एकदम हार्ड है, तो स्वाभाविक रूप से दिक्कतें बहुत आ रही है और हमने अभी इसके लिए करीब 6 विकल्प लोगों ने दिए, 6 विकल्पों पर काम कर रहे हैं.
Vibrations from heavy-duty machines, fragile terrain. As drilling inward met with chunks of falling rocks. The approach shifted. Vertical excavation from multiple angles. Constructing an access road and an additional vertical pipeline for supplies. Horizontal drilling to resume from the entrance once all safety protocols are in place. Micro-tunneling plans in progress.
analyze the structure of, the debris also, and from this surface to inside the tunnel, as there is a massive, rock and obstruction which is blocking the horizontal penetration.
An international underground tunneling expert on site overseeing the rescue.
We, as a full coordinated international team, led by our local experts who are here, who are the experts, we are committed, and I've said it, I'll say it again, we are getting 41 men out of this tunnel, and we're making sure no one else gets hurt in the process, and if it takes us a little time, we'll take time.
Food, water and oxygen sent through pipelines. Establishing an escape passage, a top priority.
Six-point action plan is being worked out, and also challenged to provide proper food and diet to those workers, and exactly why the 6-inch pipe is also being inserted. How long it will take, no one knows, but everyone trying their best and all efforts being put to ensure safety and evacuation of those 41 trapped workers. In Uttarkashi with Mridula Ashutosh Mishra for India Today.
So this six-pronged plan that you just heard Ashutosh speak about, it was a five-pronged action plan, but now there are more being added every single time. So let me tell you about the 5 that we know about and the one that's in the process right now and still to be confirmed. Plan number 1, vertical drilling being planned by Oil and Natural Gas Corporation by the Rail Vikas Nigam Limited. Plan number 2, and these are all overlapping, viewer, 170-meter tunnel construction by Rail Vikas Nigam Limited. Plan number 3, 483-meter tunnel construction by Thermal Power Corporation. Plan number 4, strengthening of the tunnel and construction of escape route by the National Highways and Infrastructure Development Corporation Limited. Plan number 5, a 1 to 1.2 meter diameter drilling of a borehole by the National Hydroelectric Power Corporation by Sutlej Jal Vidyut Nigam. So these are 5 separate agencies that are involved in this 5-pronged strategy. There are officials of the Prime Minister's office. Yesterday you had Union Minister Nitin Gadkari also on site. So this is a high-level crisis that is being monitored at the very top levels. Joining me live now is Abhishek Rohila. He's the District Magistrate of Uttarkashi, and he has been on site right since the beginning of what's been taking place. Mr. Rohila, thank you very much for your time. I know it's a busy time for you. If you could tell us and our viewers what the very latest is on Ground Zero. I don't want to preempt a question. You give us what the latest update is, sir.
जी ग्राउंड जीरो से ये रिपोर्ट है कि जब से ये घटना हुई है और घटना की सूचना मिलते ही जो जिला प्रशासन के संसाधन थे सभी को यहाँ मोबिलाइज किया गया और उसके बाद धीरे धीरे करके जैसे सिचुएशन के असेसमेंट करते हुए विभिन्न विशेषज्ञ यहाँ पर आए, उन्होंने भी सॉल्यूशंस निकालने की कोशिश की और साथ ही साथ कई एजेंसीज हैं आज के दिन जो एग्जीक्यूशन का कार्य कर रही हैं, उसमें सेंट्रल एजेंसीज हैं, पीएसयूज हैं, वो सब इसमें कार्य में सहयोग कर रहे हैं और रेस्क्यू ऑपरेशन दिन रात लगातार बिना रुके चल रहा है।
मिस्टर रोहिला, और कितने दिन लग सकते हैं इस रेस्क्यू के लिए? क्या चैलेंजेस सामने आए हैं? 9th डे पर है इस रेस्क्यू में, क्या चैलेंजेस हैं अभी?
देखिए, जो ये सिचुएशन है ये कॉम्प्लिकेटेड है, चुनौतीपूर्ण है और एग्जैक्ट जो होता क्या है कि जब मलबा गिरा है तो उसके अंदर क्या कंडीशन है, किस प्रकार का स्टेटा है, आगे क्या ऑब्स्ट्रक्शंस है, इसकी बहुत क्लैरिटी होती नहीं है और उसके लिए बहुत अलग अलग टेक्नोलॉजीज चाहिए, अलग अलग उपकरण चाहिए जिनसे कार्यों को किया जाना है और इसीलिए अभी वर्तमान में आज की अपडेट ये है कि अलग अलग जो विकल्प तय किए गए थे विभिन्न विशेषज्ञों द्वारा, उन सभी पे पैरेलली काम चल रहा है और हम होपफुल हैं कि जल्दी ही कुछ समय में या कुछ दिनों में हम इसमें ब्रेक थ्रू पाएंगे।
Abhishek Rohila, thank you very much for speaking to India today. We will continue to track this hour on hour. All the best to you, your team, and to all of the other agencies that are actively involved in this rescue operation. Like I said, it's our guarantee here on India Today. We will bring you the very latest of what's happening there. We've got 3 reporters on the ground. We've just sent a 4th reporter who will be arriving there very, very shortly. So full 360-degree coverage of 41 Indian citizens trapped inside that tunnel. It's a big priority for us. For the moment, I'm moving on from the Uttarkashi story to take you to a tragedy that has taken place in Bengaluru. And once again, it's a horrific case of civic apathy and irresponsibility by the powers that be. In a truly heartbreaking incident, a 23-year-old woman, Saundarya, and her 9-month-old baby girl, Leela, were charred to death, electrocuted to death, when they accidentally stepped on a dangling live wire lying unattended on a footpath in Bengaluru. Her husband, who was walking a few steps away from her, made attempts to save her and her daughter. He suffered electric shocks and burns in the process as well. Karnataka Energy Minister KJ George on Sunday has ordered a probe and announced compensation to the family. But what's the point? Meanwhile, taking serious note of the fatal electrical accident, as always reacting to tragedy, BESCOM has suspended 5 of its officials for dereliction of duty on prima facie inquiries, showing a show cause notice to seize 2 senior officers as well. But as you can already tell, it is always the small fry who will be punished, never the big fish.
ಫೋನಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಇದ್ಲು ಫೋನ್ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಇದ್ದವಳು ಕಿರ್ಚಕ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಲು ಯಾಕೆ ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಗಲಾಟೆನೆ ಮಾಲಿನ್ಗೆ ಕನ್ನಡ ತಮಿಳ್ ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಭಾಷೆ ಬರಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲರೇ ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಗಲಾಟೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅಮ್ಮ ಕಾಪಾಡು ಕಾಪಾಡು ನಿನ್ ಮೊಮ್ಮಗಳನ್ನ ಕಾಪಾಡು ಅಮ್ಮ ಅಂದ್ಲು ನಮ್ಮನೆಗೂ ಬಸ್ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ಗೂ 2 ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್ ದೂರ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ನಾನ್ ರೋಡ್ಗೂ ಬಂದೆ ಯಾವನೋ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಡ್ರಾಪ್ ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಂಡ್ ಬಂದಿ ಓಪರಮ್ ಇಳಗಿದೆ ನಾನು ಓಪರಮ್ ಇಳಿಗಿ ನನ್ನ ಮಗುನ ಕಾಪಾಡಕ್ಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ ವಿಲಿ ವಿಲಿ ಅಂತ ಒದ್ದಾಡಿ ನನ್ನ ಅಮ್ಮ ನನ್ನ ಕಣ್ಣು ಮುಂದೆನೆ ನನ್ನ ಕೂಸು ಸಮೇತ ನನ್ನ ಕಣ್ಣು ಮುಂದೆ ಸತ್ತೋದ್ಲಪ್ಪ 22 ತುಂಬಿ 23 ವರ್ಷ ಬೀಳುತ್ತೆ ನನ್ನ ಮನೇಲಿ ಏನಾದ್ರೂ ಆಗಿದ್ರೆ ನನ್ನ ಮನೇಲಿ ಹೋಯ್ತು ನನ್ನ ಪ್ರಾಣ ನನ್ನ ಮನೇಲಿ ಹೋಯ್ತು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ನಾವ್ ಏನ್ ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದು ನಮ್ ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಹೋಗುವಾಗ
already they have suspended 2 members, like another 2 members are there, 3 members are there. Like we requested Indian government, either Karnataka government, to take an action on immediate basis, and also we want the justice for our brother-in-law, and we want the justice, and this should not happen to any other public peoples. And also, like, so if you see that path, like nearly like 1,000 to 2,000 members, they are walking across the road. Okay, like early in the morning, 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock, the body was burning like anything. No one has responded. Really, like, so I don't know what to tell. By seeing all these, they are purely, so it shows their negligence of BESCOM people, sir.
ಕಾಡುಗೋಡಿಗೂ ಇಷ್ಟಾನ ಸರಾಜ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ 6 ಗಂಟೆ ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಸ್ಕಾಂಗೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಂಥ ಒಂದು ವೈರ್ ಕಟ್ಟಿದ್ದು ಸೌಂದರ್ಯ 23 ವಯಸ್ಸು ಮತ್ತು ಮಗಳು ಸುಭಿಕ್ಷಾ 9 ತಿಂಗಳು ಮುಖತ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಅದರ ಮೇಲೆ ಆಯಿತು ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಿಕ್ಯೂಷನ್ನಿಂದ ಮೃತಪಟ್ಟಿದ್ದು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟಂತೆ ಪೊಲೀಸ್ ಠಾಣೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಕರಣ ದಾಖಲಾಗಿದೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂಬಂಧಪಟ್ಟ ಒಂದು ಅಧಿಕಾರಿಗಳನ್ನು ವಶಕ್ಕೆ ಪಡೆದು ವಿಚಾರಣೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ.
And remember, as viewers of India Today know, for years now we've been putting the spotlight on the terrible, murderous civic apathy and broken infrastructure of Karnataka. And this is something we will continue to do. The death of Saundarya and her baby Leela is only a reminder that governments may change, but the apathy continues in the state of Karnataka. We will not be moving from that story, and we will continue to hound the government for justice for Saundarya and her baby.